Welcome. You're listening to the Skin Ritual Wellness Circle podcast with Megan Jean and Lainey Porter. Here we explore an eclectic collection of our guidance and support towards feeling amazing, calm, and whole every day. We'll learn how to care for our skin, body, and mind, the rituals that help connect us to ourselves, and embrace the fact that our needs are important. If you've ever been cycling from self-loving to self-forgetting, been yearning for better skin with proper advice, or you're ready for the permission to put yourself first and adopt loving wellness rituals into your day, then this podcast is for you. In this live workshop on LED filmed on our Facebook page, Lainey is going to take you through all the ins and outs of LED light therapy and how we apply that in your treatments at Circle Skin. If you've ever wondered about what LED does, then stay tuned.
LED is my favorite technology of all of the equipment, devices, everything that I've used in the past. LED is my number one. And I think the reason for that is because I've personally treated many clients with many different conditions with LED and seen phenomenal results. So the technology really does speak for itself in the sense that it just supplies so much wound healing, because pretty much everything we do when we do skin treatments is about wound healing. It sounds a bit interesting, but that's essentially what it is. So the results are amazing. And I think as well, with using this technology in Circle, it really does align with everything that we believe. So we are not just about treating the skin on the face. That's not what we believe. We believe that we are treating the whole body, the body as a whole. And that's really what LED is about. So when you do have a treatment with LED, although it might just be focused on the face, for example, the results are really seen throughout the entire body. We call this systemic or a systemic response. So what is it? What is LED? I'm sure you guys have seen it before. I'm sure you've seen it around, or you've seen people mention it. Sometimes it's mentioned as light therapy or other names, but LED really is a light. So it stands for light emitting diode, and it is the use of light or wavelengths of light to stimulate changes in the body. So remember, I said it was not just about the face or the skin on the face. It's about the whole body. The light is placed over the skin. So very much just focused over the face, or you can use it over the chest or over your leg, anywhere really. Obviously, when we're doing skin treatments, if that's what it is that we're focusing on, the device will be placed over the face. And what happens is that the body starts to absorb the light, and this causes a response in the cells. The response that we get is actually seen in a section of our cells called the mitochondria. So I think some of you may have heard of, the word mitochondria, but we basically will think of it like a battery. I'll give you a few analogies so it makes it easier to understand, because the mitochondria is really the powerhouse of the cell. And obviously we are made up of so many cells. And what it's doing is it's working on making that cell work more efficiently for you. I'll give you another analogy. Think about when your phone battery starts to go flat. What happens? We start getting functions being limited, we start getting apps being shut down, and what the phone is really trying to do is just conserve power, conserve energy, so it can just kind of hang on in there. That's what our cells do. That's what our body does as we start to get a little bit older as well, is that they're just trying to function, just trying to hold on to whatever it is just to keep itself alive. So if we can use this light to actually recharge the mitochondria, the powerhouse, the battery of the cells, and if we can do that throughout the whole body over a course of treatments, then you are going to get this amazing response because your body is going to start working so much more efficiently for you. Another analogy that we like to use is going to the gym. If I said to you, I want you to starve yourself completely today, all day, and then go to the gym tonight, would you be able to perform at the gym, for an hour session? Would you be able to run on the treadmill? Would you be able to lift those weights without anything in your body to facilitate that? Now, you would be able to go to the gym, but you wouldn't really be able to perform at your best ability. You probably wouldn't be able to run for as long as you would hope. You probably wouldn't be able to lift weights as heavy as you would like to do. So with the LED, we are essentially feeding it. We're feeding the body. We're giving it the best chance that it can, so that it can perform its tasks the best to its ability. So is it a safe treatment? I get asked this quite a lot, I think, because it's a light. So yeah, it's completely safe. It is non-invasive, completely painless, and it's not like going out into the sun. There is no damaging effects from using LED. In fact, it's the opposite, as we just discussed. We are benefiting from the light's ability to recharge our cellular battery. So what does it do? We have two different lights within this system. One of them works on bacteria. Acne is a great example of this. Acne is a bacterial infection. So we can use the blue light in this system to target the bacteria and destroy it. The other light that we have in this system is the red light. And this is really about that increase in wound healing, in decrease of inflammation, stimulation of collagen. We all want a bit of that, don't we? And the best part about the LED is pretty much anyone can have it. There's really nobody that couldn't access this. Of course, we will consult you first before recommending it, but it's really just such a great technology that everyone can benefit from. So at Circle, we have the ability to treat a range of different conditions with this LED. But the main conditions that we will be treating will be acne, as we just said, but also, the redness, the flushing of the skin. Think of your rosacea or your capillary damage that happens across this area. The unwanted signs of aging. We are very much for pro-aging, but if there are things that we would like to enhance or plump, then we can do so in a way that's using your body to actually stimulate that collagen production. So let's look at acne first. So what causes acne? Well, the thing with acne is that it's very multifactorial. And what that means is that there are so many causes of it. It can be caused from hormonal changes, which is why you'll often see it show up in pregnancy or, adolescence, breastfeeding, or also with hormonal conditions that people suffer from, like PCOS or endometriosis. It can also be caused by an overgrowth of bacteria, as we mentioned before as well. Incorrect cleansing of the skin can cause acne, medications, other health issues, gut problems, makeup. The list really does go on. So the reason that LED can be so good at treating acne is really that it does two things. So the first thing it's doing is attacking the bacteria in the skin. So that bacteria that's living and thriving in the pores. And we need bacteria on our skin, but sometimes it gets too much. It gets over proliferated, okay? And what we do with the blue LED is we actually introduce oxygen. And the bacteria that lives on the skin doesn't like oxygen. It likes to be in an environment that's tucked away in your pores, away from the air and just feeding on your oil. So when we go in with the blue LED, we actually introduce oxygen in there. And this essentially starves it. So it can't grow and it just is killed off. It dies. The other thing that we can treat with acne with the LED is with the red light, or a combination of the two lights as well. And that's about the inflammation. So often when you see acne, you see the redness behind it. They can get really angry, really swollen. And the red light helps to come in and calm the whole situation down again. So with acne, when we have this bacteria and this inflammation happening at the same time, we really want to make sure that we can control the situation and eliminate both of those things. I love LED for teenagers because it's, like I said, painless, but also it's so fast and effective, and you don't have to go down the path of anything that might be a little bit more painful for them. And it's a great one to investigate and try before you might take any other more drastic or more invasive treatments. So I love it for treating acne of all ages, but I think the teenagers really, really do benefit from LED. The next condition that we can treat is redness and flushing. So often with skin that has that reddish, flushing tendency, there are two major factors to that. They can be sun damage, but it can also be some form of stressor in the skin. So, like we said, with the LED's ability to recharge the cells, any damage that's accumulated in the skin, we're going to have some benefit of that by fixing it back up again, making sure that the cells can function the way that they need to function in order to do their repair. But also, we are going to have that inflammation being calmed down. So the big takeaway message for LED, particularly with the red light, is that it has such a great wound healing capability. Any of that inflammation, so heat, pain, redness, swelling, any of that really does get resolved with a course of treatments of red LED. It also helps to support the capillary growth. So when we support the capillary network in a skin that is quite red and flushed, we have that reduction. We can create a new network of capillaries, and it helps to dissipate that redness. It's got somewhere else to go to, and it flows away. So redness and flushing with LED, on top of the amazing technology that Sotis has with their treatments, coupled together, these are phenomenal treatments. The next one that we want to talk about is the unwanted signs of aging. So as I said, we're all for positive aging, but anything that can help the skin to function more efficiently is going to have a positive effect on how it looks on the surface. So LED really helps to stimulate your fibroblasts. Another scientific word for you there. Fibroblasts are the precursor to your collagen. So if we can stimulate those fibroblasts to work more efficiently, then we're going to get more collagen being produced. And don't we all want that? We do lose about 1% of collagen, you may have heard this statistic, after about the age of 25. So again, re-stimulating that collagen is going to be something that you're all going to love to see when you come in here and have this treatment. It's also a great treatment for anybody with sensitive skin. I think a lot of people who have the sensitive skin, a lot of people who have barrier function issues will also benefit from the red LED. I have treated many a skin with LED alone, but also in combination with Sotis RS solution as well. So sensitive skins, dermatitis as well, and I'm not just talking about just dermatitis on the face. I've treated full body dermatitis, and the difference that it makes, again, I'm going to use the word phenomenal, because it really just brings about that whole resolution through the body to help everything calm back down again and repair itself, because the red LED is all about that repair mechanism, that wound healing response that we have. So, is there any downtime to this treatment? No, absolutely not. No downtime. You can do this treatment in a lunch break. You can have this treatment after having microdermabrasion, or a peel, or a facial, anything really. You can have it isolated on its own or added to. You can also treat pretty much everybody. I think I said that before as well. So this is not a treatment that can only be done on certain skin types. It's pretty much for everybody, which is why we love it. So our machine here is effective with a minimum of 15-minute treatments up to 30-minute treatments. All LED machines are completely different, but this is the protocols that our machine has. So you could come in and have a treatment, like I said, microdermabrasion, facial, and then we do this treatment, we do this LED treatment in the middle of it as well. Or you can have it on its own. There's so many options. It's amazing. We do advise a course of treatments, and we will consult you and personalize the treatment to you. It's really about coming in, having a chat to us about what it is that your skin is going through, and we will tailor a treatment for your skin personally. We do have our little consultation guide. It's very comprehensive. And if you've had treatments with us before, you will know that we do ask quite a lot of questions, and we do get really down into the nitty gritty of what it is that your skin really needs. I think if you've had treatments with Megan or myself in the past, you would know that we really delve deep and really try to figure out what it is that's concerning you and what it is that's going on with your skin. So our consultation process is around 45 minutes, and we take a deep dive into everything, not just, what you're using on your skin, but also what's going on internally, what sort of stress is going on in your life at the moment, what's going on with lifestyle and diet as well. So quite a comprehensive look at everything that's going on in your life. I know, as I said before, a lot of you have already booked in. So looking like this machine is going to get quite a bit of a workout next week. So we're very excited about that. You can book online, circleskincareandbeauty.com. And let's get you in. Let's discuss what is going on with your skin. Do you have maskne? Do you have dermatitis? What's happening? Let us know if you've got any questions about anything that you're concerned about. Always happy to go a bit deeper and explain things if there's something that you really want to know a little bit more about as well. No question is a silly question. By all means, please let me know. I hope you've all enjoyed this little session. Really would encourage you to come in and try this technology because you will really love the results that you get from these LED treatments. Thanks, everybody.
You've been listening to Megan Jean and Lainey Porter. From the bottom of our hearts, we truly thank you for joining us in the Skin Ritual Wellness Circle. You can find us at www.circleskincareandbeauty.com, and we are known as @Circle Skincare and Beauty on all social media. If you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, review. It's going to help other people just like you find this supportive circle, bringing the skin ritual wellness vibes to all. We look forward to chatting with you next time. Until then, feel good and own it.